The Bishop William A. Hughes Award was established in 1996 to honor those who have made significant contributions to Catholic higher education. Bishop Hughes was an active member and served as chairman of various committees within the National Conference of Catholic Bishops and the United States Catholic Conference. He served on various boards within the greater Cincinnati community and was chancellor of Thomas More College. He retired in July 1995 and passed away on February 7, 2013 at Carmel Manor in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. This year's recipient of the Bishop Hughes Award is Alan Pickett. Alan joined Catholic Charities in September 2014 as the 9th executive director after 36 years in professional service as a practicing CPA, holding various administrative and leadership roles in several professional service firms. Alan completed a Master of Arts in Lay Pastoral Ministry from the Athenaeum of Ohio in 2010. In addition, he has spent much of his adult life actively participating in numerous ministries at his parish and volunteering in a variety of programs in the community, including the Diocese of Covington Pro-Life Commission, Tender Mercies, and Exodus Jail Listening Ministry of Northern Kentucky. In addition, I am honored to have been a founding member with Alan of the St. Joseph Cold Spring Men's Prayer Group, where Alan continues to be the coordinator and our charioteer. Alan, I wouldn't be me if I didn't do some research about your patron saint. I found 4 St. Alans, as well as Blessed Alan de la Roche, which means Alan of the Rock, who aligns with your Dominican background, which I know is an order near and dear to your heart. And Alan, as with Blessed Alan, there is promise for your sainthood. As we say here at Thomas More, a quote attributed to Oscar Wilde, "All saints have a past, all sinners have a future." Alan, congratulations.
Catholic Charities really is focused on serving the poor. And we try to help people in all kinds of difficulties, whether it be mental illness, whether it be addiction, whether it be poverty. We're a fairly small agency, but with the help of hundreds of volunteers, we literally become the hands and feet of Christ in the work that we do. I was very humbled to be presented with the opportunity to be recognized for this award. My whole career, I felt like I was always just called to be who I was supposed to be, and I viewed my job at Catholic Charities as just being present to the people we serve, to the people that I work with, to the volunteers that serve alongside of us. We provide people an opportunity to see what can happen when we live our faith more authentically, when we reach out and see the dignity of the human person just as who they are, accept them where they are, who they are, and provide a relationship and a respect that allows them to grow and change. I'm personally very excited about where our church is today and where it's going. The university is growing. It's building new facilities. It's expanding its programming. It's really focusing on the Catholic identity of the university, which I think is exciting. Liberal arts education is going to give a person a much broader view of the world. It's not just learning a profession, but it's learning relationships and learning more about human nature and the human condition. I'm motivated to live my faith in a way that will give more people hope that there is something more to life than the material things that we have. And even though we don't always see what the future holds, when I look in the rearview mirror, I've seen God present throughout my life. And I've just believed that with that confidence, it's given me the ability to do the hard work that I've had to do. And I'm especially grateful for my family. I'm especially grateful for our current bishop, as well as Bishop Foyes. Bishop John Nifford has been a wonderful breath of fresh air to our diocese, to Catholic Charities, and to the university. I must say that it's with a lot of gratitude that I accept the award, and I'm very grateful to be honored in this special way. I see wonderful things happening as I look down the road.
Dr. Ray Hebert is a consummate scholar and a stalwart champion and shepherd of his students, his community, his beloved Thomas More University, and his family. As a professor of history and legal studies and the distinguished chair of the William T. Robinson III Institute for Religious Liberty at Thomas More University, the life of Ray Hebert is one of purpose. His professional achievements are as much testament to his character sincerity, and humility as they are to his exceptional scholarship and vision. For Dr. Hebert, for Ray, all things are personal. He wants most to know about others. What is most important to them? What is possible for them? What do they want to be and do? The size of Ray's servant heart and the warmth and sincerity with which he captures the hearts of others is the secret to his arc-bending impact on those around him. When he engages a student, the unique mindset of Ray Hebert is this: the thing that the student wants most to talk about, that is the thing most important to me. I am determined to help the person in front of me get to the next level. Dr. Hebert's tremendous legacy began when he joined Thomas More in the fall of 1975. And after only 3 years, Ray was asked to fill in for Morley Safer as the graduation speaker, which Ray agreed to do only on the condition that the president would permit him to turn Thomas More's 500th birthday celebration into a week-long academic symposium to which Ray attracted leading scholars from across the globe. In another fitting example of his ability to study the past and apply it to the future, he published the book Florence Nightingale, Saint, Reformer, or Rebel, and his vision for Thomas More's relationship with St. Elizabeth Hospital led to a freshman-level history of nursing. Dr. Hebert is quick to attribute his many successes and contributions to his earliest colleagues, whom he refers to as the Big Four, the giants of the history program on whose shoulders he would say he stands. Sister Mary Albert Murphy, Sister Mary Philip Trouth, Mary Bruns, and Father Anthony Dye. And more than those individuals or any other, Ray will tell you that the driving force behind Ray Hebert is his wife and partner, Maureen Hebert. If I was effective as an administrator, and if I am regarded as a success, Ray would say, it is surely because of her. Across the decades, he has served as dean of the summer session, chairperson of both history and expanded history, international studies and political science departments, interim dean of student affairs, vice president of academic affairs, dean of the college, director of the James Graham Brown Honors Program, director of the Gemini Program, and the coordinator of countless study abroad programs. Today, it is my honor as a mentee, friend, and former student of Dr. Ray Hebert to bestow a new and most deserved recognition on behalf of this university to bear enduring testament to the service, scholarship, and impact of a remarkable man. I am pleased to present the inaugural Dr. Raymond Hebert Award for Distinguished Service and Support of Thomas More University to my friend, Dr. Ray Hebert. Congratulations, Ray.
I'm a product of a Catholic liberal arts institution. I went to St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. And the Catholic intellectual tradition, the Benedictine motto of ora labora, work and pray, and the liberal arts was a very, very crucial part of my training. So I decided then that I wanted to be at a similar institution someday. And I was blessed years later to have the opportunity to find such a place. I can honestly say in 47 and a half years plus, there isn't a day I wasn't happy to come in here. Part of what to me is the legacies that I have are the students I've been able to teach and help out into the job world or in graduate schools or law schools. They come back, I get to see them, I maintain relationships with them. Teaching to me is small classes, personal attention, caring not only that the students pick up content, but that they also develop life skills, speaking well, writing well, thinking on their feet, critical thinking, the kinds of things that can help them succeed regardless of what they might have learned in the class content-wise. So we're able not only to nurture them through 4 years, but then help them find jobs, help them get into graduate schools, and help them ultimately succeed at whatever they do. I miss teaching, but it's been time to move on, and I've been really excited about these two new projects, the Institute for Religious Liberty and the Centennial History. And we will be publishing the book later this semester, and it will represent much of what Bill and Madonna, Thomas More College, Thomas More University has been able to do. And so again, I was blessed to work with good people, with an outstanding, caring faculty, and with a staff that always remembered that the student had to be looked at as individuals, not just as a number. And that's part of what's made Thomas More what it is. We show these students that what they believe in and what they worry about matters. I've served here for 12 presidents, and in that time, every single one of them supported what I believed in, that I felt was best for the institution and for our students. And as a result of that, have been able to accomplish a great deal. Couldn't have done it without the administration, without a supportive faculty, without a supportive family. I think one very important part of the future must be Thomas More's continued involvement in the Northern Kentucky community. What I hope is that it will be a measured growth. In other words, it will be a growth that never forgets where we came from. And that is the Catholic intellectual tradition, the liberal arts, the smaller classes, the emphasis on students first. You know, when you look around the country, I don't know of any place else with 3 counties the size of our 3, Kenton, Boone, and Campbell, with 9 Catholic high schools. Unheard of. And yet, we are fortunate as the diocesan university to have a very good relationship with those 9 Catholic high schools. We as an institution need to appreciate how much of a part of that we need to be. And again, I've never doubted that we've done that 48 years. Never felt anything could touch what I had been able to build here and what I'd been able to experience here and the amazing people I've been able to work with here. And to me, it's absolutely remarkable.
The Thomas More Medallion is the highest honor given by Thomas More University, bestowed upon individuals that have demonstrated the behaviors that the university's Catholic mission calls for, including and especially responsibility to others. Honorees have demonstrated significant support for Thomas More University, achieved outstanding success in their profession, and modeled dedicated service to their community. It is my honor to present the Thomas More Medallion to Mr. Will Ziegler. After earning a bachelor's in history with a concentration in philosophy in 1953, Will Ziegler went on to have a paramount impact on not only Thomas More, but Catholic education as a whole, being an alumni of Covington Latin School, Thomas More University, the University of Cincinnati, and the University of Michigan Law School. He has served on several boards in the community, such as chair of the Second Century Campaign Steering Committee and the Advancement and Outreach Committee at Thomas More University. He is also the benefactor of several scholarships at Covington Latin School, Thomas More, and the University of Cincinnati. As a student and leader on campus, having a role model like Mr. Ziegler is pertinent in continuing the Catholic mission. I am deeply grateful for the example he has set for students of Thomas More who live out the Catholic values.
Thomas More is my alma mater, of course, and I've been very close to it. I'm on the board of trustees at the particular moment. One of the things, for example, I remember I was in a senior year and I had an offer of a scholarship to go to Notre Dame University to study graduate philosophy, which was my love at the time. And I had a scholarship to go to the University of Cincinnati College of Law, a college professor. I asked her what she thought. Her comment was, "Well, go to law school. You'll never support yourself being a professor of philosophy." So I took that advice. That was probably the best piece of advice that was ever given. The law firm that I joined in 1958 was Hughes, Clark & Lee. The law firm Ziegler and Snyder now is the successor to that law firm. So I have been with that law firm now for 65 years. In talking about the impactful to the community, law is basically a service industry. And so all that period of time, what I have been doing is serving and helping people with their life's problems. The best way to give back is to give forward. And so with that in mind, I've undertaken to be rather generous with Thomas More University, and students can give forward as they become successful in their own lives and their own careers. Remember where you came from, and there are people coming behind you, and by making your contributions to the university, supporting the university, you can help those who follow in your footsteps.